What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. So today, is a Y&R review. I'm actually enjoying The Young and the Restless. I've been watching it, and I decided to start reviewing it full time again. So every day you'll see The Young and the Restless and General Hospital 2 days, 2 episodes, 5 days a week. So that's what I'm doing now. So I hope all of you'll watch, like, subscribe. So let's get down to the business. Um, this episode was pretty damn good. I actually liked it. I like a lot of their episodes lately. Especially the business storylines. You know what I mean? Because that's more interesting for me because I'm a business major in college. So I actually like the shit. I love business storylines on soap operas when they're done right. Because you got some business storylines that are outrageous and illegal. But I actually like this. So I love the conversation between Jack and Ashley. I always do, the family moments in the mansion and Abbott Mansion. Um, when Jack mentioned him going over to the ranch to talk to Nikki, he made it sound like they were hitting the sheets or something. Like the way he made it seem like even Ashley thought that. She was like, "Please tell me you didn't." I was like, "Yeah, he really did make it seem like they was, he was whispering sweet nothings in her ear when he know damn well all they was doing was reminiscing about the past." Like, come on, Jack. Um, so conversation turned from that to Gloria, because Ashley is not on board with Jack and Gloria, and I'm not on board with Jack and Gloria. That shit is nasty, but I get into that later. Um, so of course he has to bring up Ravi and stuff like that. Jack, really? So every time she brings up Gloria, you're gonna bring up Ravi? Is it Ravi or Ravi? I keep forgetting how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna call him Ravi. Um, no, I call him Ravi. Ravi. I don't even know how you pronounce that boy name. Uh, so anyway, conversation again turns to their mother, Dina Mergeron, who abandoned them like 50 years ago when she left John and the kids, and John raised the kids by himself before marrying Jill and stuff like that. I do get where Jack and Ashley are coming from, to have an abandoned parent, and be raised by one parent, because I was raised by one parent. So I could definitely relate to that. Most definitely. I think it's relatable. I think a lot of us could relate to that. Um, so them having some hatred for their mother is plausible, and I can understand why. Um, their mother was never there. She wasn't there for birthdays, holidays, major events in their lives. She wasn't there for their weddings, the birth of their kids. She wasn't there for none of that stuff. When Jack got shot, she wasn't there. So I would be pissed too. But Jack said that he would never abandon his kids, which made me laugh because Jack completely forgets that he has two sons. But the only son that he claims is Kyle. What about his other son, Chemo? That he had, I think, back in '94 or some shit. I don't think it was '94. I think it was before '94. Yeah, years before '94. He had a son named Chemo. So he never mentions that son, his older son. He never brings him up. So I would say that's abandonment. Um, so anyway, Victoria storms into Victor's office, wanting to give him the keys back. Victor basically says he's not trying to bribe the grandkids, but we all know he probably is. Because you know how Victor do. Everything Victor does is a manipulative tactic. It's always a tactic. It's never subtle. It's always subtle, but it's a maneuver that he does. He did it with his kids for years. I just feel like personally Victoria and Nick are pretty hypocritical when it comes to their father because they condemn him for things that he does or whatever in the name of family, but when they're in trouble, they run straight to Victor to do those manipulative things that he does to make sure things go their way. But then they, basically crap all over Victor when it seems like he's controlling their lives. So it's like it's a hypocritical thing. Um But I hope the Newman family could come back as one. But I do think Victor needs to change up his domineering ways. He needs to stop being controlling. I mean, hell, his kids are in their 40s. It's like, when do you cut the apron strings and let them fly and do their own thing? They're adults. They have their own kids, their own homes. Victor needs to back off. Um, so anyway, Scott, he comes in Victor's office to talk about the book and Nikki trying to stop the book or whatever, and Chloe. And Victor basically said that he didn't go out of town to look for Chloe, but he was lying. He actually did, because he had flashback scenes of him actually finding Chloe, I guess, in a motel room out of the country. And he gave her some money and told her never to come back to Genoa City. And that's when she wrote the letter for Kevin and Billy about Bella and the paternity of Bella. Um, we all know Chloe is definitely gonna reemerge at some point. Like, come on now, that's a given. She's definitely gonna come back on at some point and cause major mayhem. Because there's no way she's gonna stay away forever. She's gonna want to see Bella at some point. Um, I love the scenes between Kevin and Michael. Good brother. They had some really good family scenes today. Um, he basically advising him about Bella, being a father, and, when to tell Bella about Chloe. And I agree with Michael. He should wait until she's older, probably maybe like 15, 16 years old, maybe, wait till she's a teenager to tell her. Um, I think that's an appropriate time. So I love the scenes with them. And the scenes that Kevin had with Gloria when she found out she has a new granddaughter. I actually love the fact that Gloria did not bash Chloe and she actually accepted Bella as her granddaughter. I'm happy for that. Gloria can be a handful and a royal pain in the ass. Speaking of Gloria, her and Jack, this relationship Gloria and Jack has is nasty as fuck. I just want to say that. It's disgusting. It's disturbing to me. Like, seriously, that's your former stepmother and you're banging her. Like, that's disgusting as all hell. I just want to say. Um, but if they like it, I love it. Whatever. Ravi, I'm happy that Ravi's there for Ashley because she really does have a hatred for Dina, and I don't blame her. Like I said, I don't mind Ravi and Ashley hooking up. Yeah, he's younger. He's what, 30 years younger than her, almost 30 years younger than her. I don't see a problem with it. She's dated men her own age and older, and it hasn't worked out. So why not try younger? Why not? Shit, us men, we do it with younger women all the time. So I don't see. I mean, shit. I don't see a problem with it. Look at Hugh Hefner. Look at all the little Playboy bunnies he got running around the mansion. That man, 90 years old. What's the problem? Um, the Neil and Devon scenes I liked. I'm definitely finally happy for Neil and Devon starting their own company. Hamilton Winters. I'm happy that they started their own business. It's about time. So now they're looking into buying Mergeron Enterprises, which is Dina Mergeron's company. Jack, Tracy, and Ashley's mother is basically selling the company and they're trying to buy it. At first, Neil had a little apprehension about buying it because he didn't want to piss off the Abbotts, but I don't really see a problem with them buying it. Like Devon said, business is business. This is not personal. And they're not doing anything Jack and Victor haven't done. Um, don't see a problem with it. Yeah, I definitely, in all seriousness, I don't see a problem with Neil and Devon buying Mergeron Enterprises because it's a move Victor and Jack have done for years. I mean, hell, Jack stole Jabot out from under Chancellor. He tried to go after Chancellor after Catherine died. So, Jack is not above stealing somebody's company underhandedly. But Neil and Devon are not trying to steal the company. They're trying to do it like good businessmen. They're trying to go to her and make her an offer. And you already know it's not going to be long before Jack and Victor put in a bid to buy the company because Jack already knows that the company is for sale. So you already know he's going to try to buy out his mother company. And I think he's going to do it as a revenge thing. I don't think he's doing it because he really wants it. I think he wants it, but he wants revenge on her for leaving them. So, with Jack, it's always personal with him. A lot of times it's not just business, it's personal. Um, so anyway, What else happened? Scott and Phyllis. I actually like them together as friends. I'm actually looking forward to seeing more Scott and Sharon because I want to see where that's gonna go. But Kane. I don't understand what Kane's problem is. Kane's problem, I understand that him and Billy don't like each other. That's a given. That's a fact. Like we all know that. Kane and Billy can't stand each other. But at the same time, it's like why would you purposely want Victoria to find out about him and Phyllis in a sleazy way? And the fact that Kane sits there and he calls Billy a liar and he throws shots at him, but Kane, you're currently lying to your wife about a one night stand that you had while you were on a business trip when you were drunk. You're currently lying about that. So again, you're hypocritical. Um and the thing is, he Billy and Victoria are not even a couple. So I don't really see what the big deal is about this. It's not like he's having an affair. Him and Victoria are not even together. And I feel like I like Phyllis and Billy better together because I feel like Billy is more himself with Phyllis and Phyllis is more herself with him. He can't be himself with Victoria because she has such high standards and she's a little snooty and um she basically bashes Billy every time he does even the slightest thing. She gets mad at him. So I can kind of see why Billy just prefers to be with Phyllis. I mean, him and Phyllis has a lot more in common, in my personal opinion, because they both come with some baggage. They both are self-destructive, and they got that passion about them. You know what I mean? So I definitely like them together, and I'm rooting for them. It sucks that Victoria found out the way she did. Kane basically set it up that way when he read Billy's text message for Billy to meet Phyllis in the elevator. So he basically set it up so Victoria would find him in the elevator kissing, and that's exactly what happened. It was just crazy. On another note, I do want to say this. When are they going to remodel Crimson Lights coffee shop? I just feel like that coffee shop is stuck in the 90s. Like, it's 2017. They need to modernize that coffee shop. Like, I just feel like it's stuck in the 90s. I'm a 90s baby, so I love the 90s, but in this era, it's like they need to kind of spruce the place up. You know what I mean? Sharon definitely needs to spruce it up. Victor's office needs to be spruced up. I love Devon's penthouse. I think the penthouse is a dope penthouse. Overall, I love this episode. I think it was a great episode. Can't wait for tomorrow. I'll see you all later. You all have a great day. See you all later.